insecurity, body positivity, you need to respect me as your friend and respect my man as well, being the fact that he's my man.
Because if my friend was nitpicking my outfit constantly, what I'm wearing around her man, I'm just not going to be friends with her. Keeps his eyes on you and you only. Why is it that it's my job that your man doesn't cheat on you?
But to sit back and say, well, they shouldn't look. They should just control their eyes. Should they just close their eyes?
So I can't dress how I want to dress because your man got a wandering eye.
You know certain friends you can't have around your man.
Welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get into this.
I have something to say. If I'm with my man and I invite my female friends out, you will dress appropriately around me and my man. You're going to respect that dress code. A lot of females are going to be like, oh, well, if you know your man is, you know, a womanizer, whatever, and he have no discipline, then you shouldn't be with him, this and that. I don't give a flying. I don't care. Because which we not going to do, because y'all know what y'all be doing. That you think you about to come around my man butt naked. This is why I don't even have friends that don't dress appropriate. Why you think you could come around my man and your shit is see-through and you wearing your thong out? I don't care. If you around my man, you will dress appropriately. It don't have nothing to do with insecurity, body positivity. You need to respect me as your friend and respect my man as well, being the fact that he's my man. Like, why are we acting like that's not a thing? Like, you're going to respect what's going on. You're not going to dress however you think you about to dress, thinking, oh, it's about confidence. I really be out here trying to convince yourself, oh, yes, that sounds like insecurity, this and that and the third. You need to check that with your man, blah, blah, blah. Girl, y'all act like y'all don't see how girls be really on their friend's man. And I'm not saying that a man don't play a part in it, but what we not going to do is start enabling and dropping a little curiosity. That's not what we doing. We're not doing that. You're going to dress appropriate when you come around me and my man, okay? You're going to wear jeans, right? No see-through, nothing. And you're going to wear a sweater. You're going to dress appropriate, bro. You're not wearing nothing see-through. And I feel like you're disrespectful and you're like that. You cannot be my friend and you cannot be around me. Simple, because you don't respect me as your friend. And I don't care what anybody has to say about that. I don't care. It don't have nothing to do with body positivity or it don't have nothing to do with being confident. It's about respect.
He's cooking our garbage.
Respect your friend and their relationship. Dress appropriate when you come around your friend and her man. That's it. You think we don't all have the same?
I think this just happened. I'll tell you why. Let me cook. She said she seems kind of mad. And she said, that's why I don't have no friends who dress like this around my man. So, use my sense. Sounds like to me, this just happened. That's why she's so angry. She just left her friend behind who did this around her man. And rightfully so. She should have left her behind. Because you shouldn't have friends who are 304s for the night. And also for the week, also for their whole life. Why? Because your man probably needs to worry about you. Because however your friends are acting, that's an extension of you. That's the reality, right? Why are you still hanging around women that feels it's necessary to get men excited about her body? Thirst traps. And you're right. They will do that to entice your man and possibly take him. And you know what happens? Your man is not the guy you thought he was a lot of times. He obliges and you lose him. So you seem kind of upset. Like this just happened today. And I think it did. So if you lost a friend behind it, congratulations. Move on to bigger and better people. Not bigger because you don't want no fat girl. You don't hang around with a group of fat girls, but wait, that might be best. Because she can't entice your man. Actually do that. Go get a bunch of fat friends and hang around them. But it's wild because in this next video, this girl who probably doesn't even dress like that, or maybe mistaken, listen to what she said.
Tell me why I hopped onto TikTok and I see this video of this one girl being like, when you're around my man, you can only wear sweaters and jeans. Dress appropriately when you're around my man. Don't be disrespectful. And it's the way I'm not exaggerating what she said at all, right? And my final thoughts from that video is, for one, homegirl evidently does not have a lot of friends. Because if my friend was nitpicking my outfit constantly, what I'm wearing around her man, I'm just not going to be friends with her. And it's always the girls and men nobody wants. Right? Let's be honest, because ain't nobody want your man. Girl, your man looked like he applied to be on this earth. He barely made it. Okay? He looked like he crawled from the Mariana Trench. Okay? Like, girl, you're safe. You're safe. Nobody wants your man, I promise you. And for two, why is it that it's my job to ensure that your man keeps his eyes on you and you only? Why is it that it's my job that your man doesn't cheat on you?
Himself out. Oh, accountability.
Girl, I never applied for that. That's not on my resume. Obviously, people are gonna dress appropriate for whatever situation it is. Like, if we're going to a coffee shop, obviously I'm not gonna have my tatas out. Duh, that's just appropriate for the situation. But I'm not gonna sit here and choose my outfit solely based on the fact that your man is gonna be there. What? Girl, bye. Like, check your man. Do not check your friends, for real.
No. Never. No. That's how I gotta talk to her, because let me stop. But seriously, she doesn't understand the audience she's talking to. These are hood girls. What she said wasn't wrong. The energy is a little off, but not really, because you have to do this. Sometimes you have to check this. She couldn't tell. It just happened to her, as I'm stating, or happened to her in the past very recently. And listen, she doesn't understand why, because I'm looking at her. I don't see anything. Seriously, I can tell even with her hair coming down and covering her frontal area, not much is going on there. Now, some ladies will come around your man, pow, pow, boom, pow, and men get tempted. Yes, they do. And some girls know how to tempt. They'll come around like that. Yeah, your man could be a good old boy, and she will throw it on your man. I mean, talking about walk by him and slither against him while she's wearing that. Yes, and the same thing happened in your community too. So I'm with her. I understand her saying that, because sometimes you have to put some of these low down, rotten scoundrels in check the best you can. That's what she was trying to do.
Have you seen that video of that girl who said, if you come around her and her boyfriend, you better dress appropriately? And she's talking to whoever her friends are. She's saying that if you come around them, make sure you don't wear nothing see-through. Don't wear nothing with your butt cheeks hanging out. Don't wear nothing, I guess, too provocative, because what you're not going to do is parade yourself around her man. She's saying it's not about body positivity. It's not about not being confident. It's about respecting the friendship and respecting her relationship. Now, I don't know if I agree or disagree with this, but I'm going to tell you this. The girlies in the comments have been eating her ass up, because they're like, girl, whoever she is, go on and text that girl and stop yelling at us on this app. And what I think is so funny is that, and this is for my married women too, y'all let me know, because my mom always told me, honey, you know certain friends you can't have around your man. You just know. But also, you know, if somebody comes stay in your house, girl, you need to put on some real pajamas. Don't come around my husband, no see-through pajamas, and with your hanging out in my house. Now, that's different. That's different.
It's different. And you're right. You're somewhat right. But still, she should have addressed the friend, because I can tell if somebody recently did that to her. She should have taken it up with the friend. But what she's doing, she probably cut the friend off already. Or she's gonna cut her off, and she may be letting her know on TikTok, which is wild. Like, why would you cut somebody off on TikTok? But I guess that's this new age, right? That's what people are doing. So I still don't understand. I'm still on your side somewhat, but that could be what's happening. That's probably her way of letting her know we're no longer friends. I'm not hanging around girls that do that anymore. So, but yeah, don't have girls that do that hanging around you. I get it. Like the Asian girl said, your man should be disciplined, but why would you want your man to be enticed by a friend? Because that's what's going to happen. You see all the time, guys, before they let the girls leave the house, they say, I saw a girl try to leave the house. to go out with her friends with a short dress on. And the man told her, if you leave out like that, we're no longer together. So if the man told his girl that, why would you go around your friends dressed like that? But I get it. Nothing upstairs. It's missing.
So I know we all have seen the video of the lady that's saying that if she brings her man around, there's a dress code. She don't want none of her girlfriends dressing provocative. I don't know. I feel like every time I come outside, if me and the girls is going out, I'm definitely dressed to the gods. Show stopping. Yeah. And I expect my friends to do the same. And if it's not a couples thing, then leave your man at home if there's a problem. Because, yes, if you saying all of this, we definitely know there's been trouble in paradise. We definitely know he's got a wandering eye. We definitely know you don't trust him. But instead of projecting onto the women, leave that man alone. Stop wasting your time on somebody who obviously ain't going to be respectable. You know what I'm saying? Evidently, it's going to embarrass you in front of your friends if you got to give your friends a dress code. That just says enough in itself. Did anybody else see that video?
Yeah, in the gutter.
If I'm with my man and I invite my female friends out, you will dress appropriately around me and my man. You're going to respect that dress code. A lot of females are going to be like, oh, well, if you know your man is...
So I watched the entire video waiting for her to be like, here, like, I don't do that type of that's some weird behavior type. No. I think she was serious. I'm like, I'm watching and I guess at the end I'm like, did I miss the joke? She's dead. In the video, she says, when you come around my man, you need to wear jeans. Jeans and a sweater. She said, when you come around my man, when we're going out, you need to wear jeans and a sweater. She said, if I invite you out and my man is with me, you need to dress appropriately. And at first you kind of think, oh, okay. But for you to say jeans and a sweater, it would have been one thing. It's like, oh, when you come over to my house where me and my man live, don't be coming over here dressing, naked and like that. But if we're going out, what? So I can't dress how I want to dress because your man got a wandering eye. Because that's all it's about. Because I will say, like, if I go to my homegirl house, if I'm at her house, one, I'm not dressed like I'm going to the club because we at the house. We got kids. We at the house. We hanging out. But when we're going out, I'm going to dress how I want to dress. Here's the thing. If your nigga is going, he's going no matter what your friend got on. And then second of all, why would you have anybody around your man that you feel like you have to even question? If it's a question, then they shouldn't be around. Yes, you don't know, but if you have to question it, and if you know your man has a wandering eye, why are you bringing him around your friends? Some of y'all know y'all men be going. Some of y'all know y'all are in relationships with a man that would jump at the opportunity to friend if your friend let him. So why you bringing that man around your friend? I'm not even gonna say why you with him because y'all would date anything, honestly. But why bring him around your friend and put your friend in restriction that you're not even putting your man in? Because let me tell you something, especially if you got a friend that got a body, she can have on jeans and a sweatshirt, jeans and a hoodie, baggy sweatpants. And if she got a body, it's still gonna do what it's supposed to do. It's not stopping nothing. Now you're going to even be even more mad. Your man is staring at her and she's wearing baggy boyfriend jeans and a hoodie. Now you really mad. Now who you going to be mad at? Now you just going to stop inviting your friend out? Because your man got a wandering eye? Y'all will literally accept anything just to say y'all got a man. Quite literally anything.
I just want to take this time out to say about 90% of the females, her, the one before, the one that made the statement because her man is going out with her friends, which is something I would never do. I would never be dating her because she's going out with her friends, even nights without me, I'm sure. This girl, I wouldn't date her. The girl before that, not her. Nobody in this video.
I like being single. Being single.
That's the kind of time I'm on. Not even because I'm married. Even if I was single, I wouldn't do it. That's how men are feeling. And let me tell you why. All of you are going out for the male gaze. That's what all you just talked about. You're spinning in circles. This is why I left. This is a problem. Every single female in this video has mental issues. They don't see it. They don't realize it. But insanity is what I said it before in the video. Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Because all of you are doing the same thing and none of you are still married. Why? Go figure it out.
After the whole Kiki baby daddy going crazy situation, I seen a lot of comments that were like, I'm glad my man don't tell me what to wear. And I just hope y'all know that with that comes great responsibility. There are men that's like, hey, I don't really want you to wear that when we're out. It makes me uncomfortable. And there are men that's like, I knew I bagged a baddie when I bagged you. We'll slap you on your and tell you to do your big one. Both can be great men. It all depends on who aligns with you. But for those of us that have your do your big one, I like the way that look outside type men, they're giving us respect and allowing us to be who we are, who they fell in love with, so we need to respect them as well. If you out with your man and you dress like a baddie, please don't be one of those defend my honor type women. If you go on a date with your man and you know you're dressed like a baddie, other men are going to say something. Please don't look at your man and say, like, you gonna let him talk to me like that? He should absolutely allow them to talk to you that way. Let me explain. One, if you're not a catfish, then you're going to get catcalled. And if you think men are disrespectful to you, you should see how men are disrespectful to other men. Sometimes men will say disrespectful things to you or catcall because they want to pull your man's card to see if he's the type of man that will fight for your honor. Don't ask me why. It's a form of delusion. You know that man's not all there because he's seen you two as a unit and that didn't matter to him. I wonder what else doesn't matter to him. Maybe pulling out a bat from his car and beating the brakes off your man. I'm out with my man. I don't care what another man got to say. I knew what response I was going to get when I put that on. I'm going to link arms with my man to let him know we are a unit. I'm going to look him dead in his eye and ask him, do you want to walk briskly to our desired location or would you like to run? Because it seems we are in a mentally ill part of town. It's 2023. People are crazy. He not going to lose his life because I'm bad as Stop playing with it.
Well, at least she's trying to compromise for him, but still the same thing. Like a man saying put that on is wild. You can't do that. Because why? A man saying, yeah, I like when you put that on. Some guys may say, oh, it's being positive. I'm going to be positive for my girl. But that's the danger. Right? Because when you got a girl that wants to look that way, they say it's for other females, their brain is in the gutter already. Seriously. Like, how are you going to help me? How are you going to bring anything to the table for me when your mind is down in the gutter? And you don't realize it. I'm not trying to sound like I'm better than anyone. I'm just telling the truth. I think it's a old. That's what it is. I'm just old.
If you're a woman who likes to go outside with little to no clothes on and then say out your mouth, men shouldn't look at you, they should control themselves. Let's make that make sense. So you're going outside with little to no clothes on, showing your body, exposing yourself, and then your response is and look. Everybody's looking. Everybody. But a man, specifically a man who is attracted to women, he's watching a woman with no clothes on and you're mad at him for looking at you. You're advertising all of your goods. It's almost backwards. And I feel like a lot of women have that mentality and think that that should be okay. Instead of taking accountability that you should put clothes on. Because if you decide to go out like that, unfortunately, you have to be prepared for what comes with it. What people are going to say, how they're going to look at you. It could be a man and a woman. But to sit back and say, well, they shouldn't look. They should just control their eyes. Should they just close their eyes? I think as women, we have to be conscious, and I said this before, that you are being judged based on how you walk outside, how you present yourself in public.
Respect yourself, sister.
And as women, we have to also know that men are going to look. Because let me just say this. If you walk outside and you're attracted to a man and you like men, and you're walking outside with little to no clothes on, who are you trying to get attention from? Honestly, you don't want him to look. So why are you outside with no clothes on? Who is it for? My choice! My choice! Who is it really for when you walk outside like that? We have to stop trying to put ownership on someone else and tell them that they should just not look or they should just control themselves. When we as women know what we're doing, we very much know when we walk outside like that, people are going to look at you. So you cannot be mad or angry or frustrated if he looks at you a certain way or tries to talk to you or tries to, get with you. You can't be mad, sis. I'm sorry. You really can't.
That's how it is though. But they walk out with pretty much bra and panties and say, "Don't look." How is a man going to stop from looking?
These girls are lying. They are lying. They are not getting dressed up, going to the club, full face of makeup, hair extensions, eyelashes for themselves. Okay? Remove the Matrix microchip and answer the question from your honest gut, ladies. Come on. Come on. You're doing it for attention. You're doing it for attention from men. You're doing it because you naturally compete with other women. That's why you're doing it.
Like, do you know dress code is that way? We have dress code for a certain reason so a man doesn't look, right? Think about back in the day. They dressed all the way down to here to about a foot to stop the male gaze, right? They call it modest dressing for a reason. Skirt, a lot of times, all the way down to your ankles to stop the male gaze. They said, "Oh no, we gotta bring that all the way up. You better look at me, motherfucker." And then girls go to the gym too and do it. Oh man, it's the worst. Let me go to the gym, work out with these tights on that's grinding all up in my area. You better not look.
So I'm out here getting my little 5-mile walk in, and I'm thinking about things because, I'm not listening to any music. And I just had a thought that kind of pissed me off. So I am a single black female. I'm 30 years old and I live in Atlanta, right? So when men approach me and they find out that I'm single, all the time they're like, "Why are you single? You're so beautiful. Who wouldn't wish to have you?" Like, stupid shit. Now, that's really annoying to me because I feel like as a beautiful woman, you are automatically judged by men based on what you look like. They will think they'll think that you're promiscuous or, talking to a lot of people just because you're beautiful and you would have a lot of options. The idea that beautiful women have a lot of options is a farce because out of the people who are approaching beautiful women, what percentage of those men are actually serious? What percentage of those men actually want relationships and longevity and marriage and children, like in the family dynamic, not a baby mom? And not only what percentage of men want those things.
Wait a minute. So she said, what percentage of men want those things and not a baby mama? So that means you're getting passed around. I mean, make it make sense. You said, is this one of those things? I have 0 bodies till he puts a ring on it. It doesn't count. That's what it sounds like to me. Am I wrong? I'm confused because that's what you said. So what are they're not serious. So let me let her talk.
And really desire those things, but what percentage of the men who are approaching beautiful women are actually ready to commit, are ready to do the work to have a dynamic where there's longevity and you can have family and marriage and all of those things.
I don't want to know your name or your story.
So you're being passed around. If that's what it is, then say that thing, because that's why a lot of guys treat you that way. That means they're smart. But let me keep talking.
So in dating, it's a ratio probability thing, right? Because I don't believe that not everyone is serious and doesn't want marriage and kids and things like that. But it's going to be more men who just want a bone, frankly. So because most of the men who approach women just want to engage in intercourse and waste your time and want proximity to you without true commitment, want access to your body without true commitment or any investments into you and your life and your well-being in a relationship dynamic with you. Just because a woman is beautiful doesn't mean that the men who are approaching her are presenting her with opportunities for relationships that are going to bear fruit. Long story short, stop asking women why they aren't married and why they don't have a man when most of the men who are approaching us, you don't want anything.
Oh, she's in Atlanta. She's in Atlanta. They call it Hot Atlanta for a reason. She's a victim. She is. She's a victim. She just said it. So men are approaching you and just trying to get some? Like, what's going on? So you're not accepting none? Like, I would need to know more. I haven't looked into it that deeply. I haven't looked at the TikToks that much. But I'm sure there's TikToks like the same thing. Her dressing like a 304 around her friends. I can imagine. Nightmare.
I just wasn't expecting guys to still be so immature in their 30s or be so scared of commitment because now I feel like they have an extra, like when they're a frat boy and they're like, yeah, I'm just trying to live my life. Like, whatever. Okay. That's still annoying, but we get it. You're 23 and you want to live life. But when you're 34, when you're 35 and you're still like, yeah, I don't know what I want. I'm like, dude, you're like old. Okay?
No, a lot of times, yeah, I get what you're saying. If a dude's saying, I don't know what I want, that's kind of immature, but there's a lot of guys saying they're scared. They're not saying it. They're not even showing it. They're dating like it, right? They're just smashing because they know a lot of girls have been ran through, right? Just like the last situation before on the video before this, where she said they're not serious. So what's going on? Like a serious question would be, how many bodies do you have? Seriously. Because I'm sure it's probably in the 40s, 50s, if not higher. You're saying what guys need to be serious, but we need to have, I think ladies need to lead the way for that, right? And ladies need to become more reserved again because all of you guys, you created the date market and you turned men this way. That's what's happened. By dressing like 304s, by being 304s, by being so easy, by saying, oh, it doesn't count when this happens. Men see all of these things. Men see it all. So that's why it's that way.